After 6 months of hard work, we are finally in New York with our hopes up for the NMUN 2016 conference. Before the conference fully started, our delegation got the opportunity to meet with the Cuban representation at the United Nations. This great talk allowed us to ask some final questions about our specific topics and get some piece of advice from the diplomat himself. Even though we had a very tight schedule, we managed to set a meeting with a representative at the office of the spokesperson for the Secretary General. As our guide walked us through the United Nations building, we could feel the excitement growing among us. This great meeting presented us another part of the reality of the United Nations daily work. It confirmed our interest in the organization and gave a career path example to follow for some of us. After dreaming about career plans, let's get back to reality and start to work. The Cuban delegation was sitting on 15 different committees throughout the conference. We talked about broad matters as environmental protection, economic development, climate change, or human rights. Before the NMUN training, we all started with different challenges. But once in New York, we all acquired the skills needed to perform. Leading negotiations, speaking in public, writing resolutions, listening to broad arguments and keeping up with your country's position were only a few examples of the skills that each of us developed with this experience. But above all, the NMUN experience allowed us to grow as a team of hard workers, as a group of friends having a fun time, and as a family supporting each other in any challenges. Following 4 days of full commitment, at the end of the conference, once the draft resolutions were voted on, once delegates received personal distinction for the quality of their position paper or for their diplomatic attitude with their peers, what mattered the most was the distinction they received as a delegation. Sitting in the Assembly General Hall, a room with such prestige and history, was an honor and a moment we all had been waiting for. And once again, for the third year in a row, Laval University was proud to receive the highest distinction, the Outstanding Delegation Award.
Cuba, Laval University.
Didn't we say that we were a group of friends having fun though?
It's a lonely night. Everybody's happy. Been turning around, looking for a friendly light. But I see nothing.